Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. If you're new, then welcome to this channel. Well, I'm back with one more interesting Python basic series. So I think you guys are following me in this journey of Python series. I hope you have followed each and every single video. If you haven't, then I'm gonna keep the link of the playlist in the description. You can just go there and check what's going on, and then you can come here and you can continue learning from here. Okay, very quick question. What's the very first thing almost every programmer does when learning a new language? So, yeah, you guessed it. We print Hello World on the screen. It's like a rite of passage, right? And that's exactly what we are talking about today, which is the print function in Python. So whether you want to show a message to the user, check your variables, or debug your code, you'll use print all the time. So let's break it down. All right, so what is print exactly? So think of print like your program's voice. Like it doesn't affect or change your variables or calculations. It just takes what you give it and displays it to the screen. So it's super useful when you want your code to talk to you or the user. So let's start with the simplest example, the famous Hello World program. So you can just type print, open brackets, in quotes, hello, because it's a string, and world. Okay, that's it. Just type print, add your message in quotes, and Python will show it in your terminal. So let's go through the important details. Now let's talk about a couple of important details that can trip beginners up, but let's just run that first and you can just see the hello world message. So now let's talk about important things that we have to remember when we are working with print. So in Python 3, like even Python have multiple versions, don't worry about that, but keep this in mind. In Python 3, you must put parentheses after print. So this is correct, but this this will not work. Always keep this in mind because if you see, don't forget the parentheses because it is already throwing the error on your face saying that it is expecting something else. So always keep that in mind that these things are really, really important. So whenever you want to print text, you need to wrap it either with single quotes or with double quotes. Both will work fine. Always keep that in mind. Because if you give that in quotes, it will understand that, oh, this is some text that user want to show. So I don't have to bother about that. I just have to display it. So that's what Python thinks. When you give whatever you want in quotes, and it will assume it as a text, and then it will print accordingly. So always keep this in mind. Or you can try either this or you can try Python is fun. Both will work. So this is what happens when you run this. Wait, one more question. Do quotes matter if I am printing a number? Like, for example, if I print 45 here, will that be any problem? That's a great question. Let's see. So if you print like this, and if you either print like this, let's see, let's check whether both will work or not. So if you see, both are working, but actually the case is different in both of them. Like here, Python will treat 45 as a number and it will print directly. But here, Python is actually treating it as a text because it's in quotes. So it will take it as a text, but it will print anyway because that's its job. So Python will treat this as a text, which is string, and it will print 45 as a word. But here Python will take it as a number and it will print 45 anyway, but it's a number. So numbers, no quotes at all. And text actually needs quote. So now let's print a variable. If you have, if you guys didn't know what exactly is a variable and why we use this in programming, please go through the variable video as well. I've made it already. You can just go there and check why we use it and what exactly a variable is. I suggest you to go there, check, and then come back here. So let's give a variable called maybe text equal to hello world. Okay. So to print this variable's value, you just have to do print text. So actually previously, if you check, we have kept it inside here. But now what we have done is we created a variable and we stored this value inside the variable and then we are printing it. So this is what we are doing exactly. So this will, if you run this one, so this will show the variable, but if you do this accidentally, like, because you might assume that this is a string and we need this in a string. So you might think that it is a text and it is a string and we have to keep this in quotes. This will not work for sure. If you see, because it will actually print text. So Python will literally print the letter, the characters, text, not your variable. Because you've wrapped it in quotes and Python thinks it's just text. So without quotes, it will print the value of the variable, but with quotes, it will print the exact text that you typed. So now let's see how to print multiple items with commas. So how to print multiple items with commas. So one of the coolest things about print is that you can print multiple items at once by separating them with commas. Python will add spaces automatically. Like you can just check here. Like for example, name equal to John. And now age equal to 25. And now you just have to print hello. My name is my name and I am, and we need age here, years old. So hello, my name is John and I am 25 years old. Let's just check. See, if you see, hello, my name is John and I'm 25 years old. So no need for complicated string concatenation, which is, plus in between. For example, if you do plus here, let's see what happens, just like that. Anyway, we are doing string. So plus only works with string, not string with number, string with any other data type, it will not work. If you see there's something wrong we have done, because age is a number. If you see, the name is good, but age will not work. So here you have to convert it to string and then you have to do it. Like if you keep this in string, then it might work. See, but you have to give the spaces because you are concatenating it. So it will not create the spaces in between. So this is really complex. So instead you can just keep comma in between and then you can make it work, right? Instead of making it really complex by concatenating the strings. So this is how you can print multiple items at once by just separating them with commas. So Python will add spaces automatically. Now let's see what are the common mistakes that we do with print. So let's go over a couple of mistakes I see beginners make all the time, which is missing parentheses. And I also see using quotes when printing variables. So that's what I see, which is like this. So these are the most common mistakes that I see most of the time when beginners, working on print for the very first time. So always keep these things in mind. Variable is completely different from a string. So if you give a variable name in string, then it will directly take it as a string. It will not think it as a variable. So you just have to give directly variable without strings. Just keep that in mind, without quotes, okay? So if you have ever unsure what's happening, add some clear text before the variable to make debugging easier. Like whenever you're printing, debugging in the sense you want to check what is name, like what value is stored inside the variable name. So you can check this is user's name and you can just check by giving the name here. I think you don't have to give this. So here, this is user's name. What's the name? It's John. So this is how you will debug the code. Like for example, you want to check whether the name is John or not, whether the name is changing or not according to the user's input. So like even we have worked with input, right? So like for example, name equal to, it will already in string. So all you have to do is just keep input and you can just remove this. And now you want the name from the user. Okay, like for example, if you run this one, and if you give maybe Lucky here, and when you enter this is user's name, which is Lucky. So you are checking whether the username is storing correctly or not. So this you can also use print for debugging as well. So that is how we will debug when we are working on coding, to check each and every value is working right or not, the logic is going good or not. Sometimes we might not have any errors, syntax errors. Like maybe this could be a syntax error and this could be a syntax error. But sometimes there might be errors from the logical point of view. So at the time when you want to debug, when you want to check what's going on, where we are doing wrong, where the things are going wrong, then at that time print will really, really help us to check whether everything is good or not. So this way you can also see the output is super readable. It will be easy for us to even check up to what line the code is working. And yeah, that's it. You know how to use print function in Python. And you have learned how to print simple statements, and you have printed numbers and variables, and you also have worked with combining multiple items with commas, and you worked with avoiding the common mistakes. So these are the most common mistakes. So with print you can see what your program is doing, which is a game changer when you're just getting started. And in our next episode, we'll combine what we have learned about input and print. I've just shown you, but you have to still go through it more to understand it more, to work on it more. So we'll check that as well. And so that is how we will build your, first interactive mini application. And it's gonna be really, really awesome. Just trust me. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. And thanks for coding with me, and I'll see you in the next one.